I am surrounded by books right now. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. If you've seen me in a couple other videos wearing the same outfit, no you didn't. I'm filming a lot today, so enjoy. But hi, you guys can't see this, but I am currently surrounded by books on my reading chair, and that is because we are going to talk about a lot of series that I would love to get to in 2026. Is it ambitious? Yes. Am I an ambitious person? Yes. So let's talk about it. Basically, I didn't read any of the series that I wanted to read in 2025. So if you want to know what I would also like to read on top of all of these, check out that video. But basically, we're going to talk about some different series that I've had sitting on my shelves for way, way, way too long that I want to get to in 2026, along with duologies. Duologies count, so we're including duologies. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, let's start off with the one that I think I'm emotionally, mentally, and physically ready for, and that is continuing in my series read of Crescent City. I have the second and third books in the series left, and then I'm officially caught up on all things Sarah J Maas. These books are such a monster, and I'll be honest, I love Sarah J Maas. I read her ACOTAR series and Throne of Glass series 2 years ago, got into the hype, read Crescent City, and then to be honest, I think I just got really burnt out by her. And so I think I'm finally ready. I think it's been enough time. I gave myself a year. We're going to jump back into it. So this is first up on the docket. Wish me luck. I know it's a hefty series, but then I will be all caught up, which I think will be exciting if she decides to make any moves in 2026. Fingers crossed. Okay, next, another series I want to catch up on / continue in is the Before the Coffee Grows Cold series. I tend to enjoy these. I've really leaned into my translated Asian works this year from a reading standpoint and want to continue that vibe into 2026. So this is Before We Say Goodbye and Before We Forget Kindness. These are by Toshikazu Kamaguchi. I enjoy both of these, or enjoy the series that I've read so far. I'll be honest, these are a little bit forgettable for me in the sense that I enjoy the series, but then when I put these books down, I tend to not really remember the characters in them specifically. So I'm kind of hoping that changes for me as I read these two. That being said, I do still want to continue in the series, and these are the two that I have to get to. And I think there's another one also coming out this year, if there's not one that came out last year, 2025. So we'll see. Either way, I'm going to try and catch up. Okay, next, we're going to end up trying to get to Ali Hazelwood. I still have not read any Ali Hazelwood, and guys, it's a crime. So I think these are going to be two that I really enjoy from her. This is Bride and Mate that just came out this last year. These supposedly are, I think, werewolf bond fantasy reads. I think they're actually going to be pretty good, a little bit steamy. I think they'll be a good time and a quick read. I don't think, does anyone know if they're continuing in the series? I'll check. If they're continuing the series, I'll hopefully pick up the third one as well, but at least I want to catch up in these ones. Okay, next we have a series that guys, we talked about in my 2026 goals. I want to read more YA. I know, here's the thing, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love these. So why they've been on my shelves for so dang long, they've been in multiple of these types of videos, multiple of my 2020, like in however many years. This is the Before She Ignites series. I think this is like a dragon storytelling by Jodi Meadows. I just know I'm gonna like this, or I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this because I love a dragon book, you guys know. And yeah, I think it's essentially, she's a connection to dragons, something about dragons. Yeah, I know it's something about dragons. It's a YA series. I know it's going to be good, but yeah, essentially I have Before She Ignites, As She Ascends, and I think this is the second one, When She Reigns. I think they're going to be good. I would love to read them this year. Keep me accountable. Okay, next we have one of my favorite authors of all time, some of his backlist. This is the Green Creek novel series by TJ Klune. I've seen these. I love these, like these covers. Whoever does his cover art, incredible. But this essentially is a Wolf series, Wolf Brothers series. I think it's as I'm throwing things. I think it's a gay romance as well as most of his books are, but I think it follows essentially a pack of wolves and their dynamic, which sounds very interesting. But essentially we have Wolf Song, Raven Song, Heart Song, and Brother Song is the one I just chucked across the floor. Let me grab it. Ooh, the reach. And yes, Brother Song by, of course, TJ Klune. I think these are going to be really good. I love everything that he's read, and I now have another book on his backlist that I need to get to that came out this year. So that's on their list as well for just like a book I need to read. But this one I think is going to be good, so I'm hoping to get to it this next year. Okay, what do we want to talk about next? Let's talk about another duology. This is by V.E. Schwab. I do have a couple things that I want to read from her this year. I think she's continuing this series officially this year, which is kind of incredible. But this is, of course, Vicious and Vengeful. This is, I think, a superhero, kind of Dr. X. What's the vibe with this one? Magneto and Professor X, Superman and Lex Luthor. It's just kind of one of those, they were friends and then they aren't anymore superhero stories, which I think sounds really interesting. I know people really, really love this, and I want to get to it this year. So fingers crossed that happens so I can be prepped for when the third one comes out. Let's talk about another duology that I need to get to in this year. This is King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. This follows Nikolai from the Six of Crows series. I think this one is going to be, oh no, Six of Crows, the Shadow and Bone series. I think this one's going to be so good. I'm really excited to read it. I've had this again on my series books to read for the longest time. They're just hefty books, so I feel like it's a little intimidating, but I loved Nikolai in the series. And is it Nikolai? Nicholas. No, Nikolai. Yeah, so I remember loving his part in the series, in the books, and so I want to just see his story. These covers are gorgeous, and I just feel like I'm really going to enjoy these. Some Leigh Bardugo books I love, some I'm not as big of a fan of, but I think these are going to be good. I might need a little refresher, so I might do like a ChatGPT or something before I dive back in, because it's been a while since I've read those books. Okay, next, another one that I've had on my shelves for a while. This was in my 25 series, but we're going to talk about it again because I'm holding myself accountable. This is a Phoenix Teller story. These are ones I've had for a minute, and this essentially follows a girl who's a Phoenix rider and follows her through the series as she kind of lives within this world. This is Crown of Feathers by Nikki Prado. This one essentially, let's see, the world is ruled by fierce warrior queens on the backs of Phoenix riders. 16 years later, she's a war orphan, wanting to become a Phoenix rider like the heroes of old. She strikes out alone. It's a journey, it's a story. I think it's gonna be really good. So this is Crown of Feathers. This one is Heart of Flames. And then we also have Wings of Shadow. Very excited. It's gonna be good. I'm sorry if I'm not selling you very much on these books, if I might add. I'm really bad at summarizing stories, but if you want to know more, follow along. Okay, next, let's talk about a series that's been on my shelves, say it with me now, for a while. This is by one of my favorite authors. This is the continuation of the Uglies series. This is from Scott Westerfeld. This is the Youngbloods or Imposters series. So from my recollection, because I read the first one a very long time ago, this is a continuation of the, what is it, Uglies series, I think. I think it's in the same world from what I remember. And I love the Uglies. It's one of my favorite series of all time from high school that I was obsessed with. So yeah, this one is, like I said, I've read the first one years ago. I don't hardly remember anything about it, but this essentially I think follows a girl and she has a twin sister who's a body double. One of them is supposed to be a queen or like powerful. She's been raised to be the perfect daughter, and the other one's been taught to kill. She has to protect her sister, sacrifice herself if she must. So it returns with a new series set in the world of the best-selling series Uglies. Okay, cool. So it is in the same world. So I'm just really intrigued to see and remember what this is about. I love his books. They're so good. And so this essentially follows the Imposters, Shatter City, The Mirror's Edge, and book number 4, which is Youngbloods. I think this is going to be really good. It's a sci-fi based vibe. I love the world of the Uglies. I think it's going to be good, and if I love the series, I will definitely be switching these out to match the other covers. Worry not. Okay, now let's read something from another favorite YA author of mine that I'm obsessed with, that has a series that came out sort of in the last couple years. This is what is this one called? Girls with Sharp Sticks series. I cannot talk today. Girls with Sharp Sticks from Suzanne Young. This is the author of the Program series. If you remember that from a few years back, this was essentially not a continuation, but a separate series that she came out with. From what I remember of this, the girls of Innovation Academy are well-behaved and beautiful. They receive a well-rounded education, but they also, let's see, they learn more about the place that they're in, and then they learn to fight back. So I don't really remember much about this, and to be honest, I kind of want to go in blind because I remember the Program series was one of my favorites in high school. It's somewhere... Oh yeah, it's over here on the shelves. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. Again, it's one of my favorite authors from high school, so revisiting anything from them, I'm always a big fan of. So this is going to be Girls with Sharp Sticks, Girls with Rebel Souls, and Girls with Razor Hearts. I think it's going to be good. Okay, next, let's talk about another duology. We could keep going for this for days, guys. I have a lot of series that I need to just get through. This is a YA series from Judy I. Lin. This is a magic steeped in poison and a venom dark and sweet. These are tea stories, so essentially I think it follows a girl. Let's see. She's the one who unknowingly brewed the poison tea that killed her mother, the poison tea that now threatens to take her sister. So she travels to an imperial city to compete with the masters of ancient and magical tea making. The winner will win favor from the princess, which may save her sister's life. Dun dun dun. So this is a quick duology that came out a couple years ago. I'm obsessed with the cover on these, and I think this is going to be really good. Hopefully I love it so much. But yeah, another one to add to the stack. I'm telling you guys, I got a lot, so let's keep going. Okay, next, let's talk about, one that I'm very excited to read in the new year because I feel like I'm gonna be obsessed with it, and I actually already started the first one. It's right here. Let me grab it. And that is The Assistant to the Villain series by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I'm gonna say Mayer. I think I'm going to be obsessed with the series. I already started it. It's so goofy and silly and quirky, and I think it's so fun. So I think this is going to be one that I'm really enjoying, so much so that I bought the next 2 books in the series because I just think I'm going to really enjoy it. This is The Apprentice to the Villain and then The Accomplice to the Villain, and the 4th one is coming out this year. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, this essentially follows a girl that goes to work as the personal assistant to a villain in a storybook type land, and it's hilarious as it sounds. So I think this is really cute. I'm enjoying it so far. And yeah, I think this one's definitely for sure going to be one that I get to in the new year. Let's talk about more dragon books, shall we? So one that I'm very excited to hopefully read this year because I finally got the 3rd book in the series is the Fireborn trilogy, which essentially are, of course, you guessed it, dragon books. This is the 3rd one in the series. I have the other 2 behind me, but they're very hard to reach, so I will pop the pictures up here for you guys. But this essentially is a dragon series. I think for this one, I don't remember if it follows dragons as the character. Hold on. You know what? I'm just going to grab the books. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So let's talk about this one. So this is Fireborn and Flamefall. So this essentially is about Annie and Lee, who were children when the revolution changed the world, giving everyone a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. Now they're both rising stars in the new regime. Childhood at the same orphanage forged their friendship, war on the horizon, love and loyalty will be tested, family you were born into or the one you've chosen. Very excited. I love these type of books, like an academy, dragons. It's probably going to be feeling like a YA Iron Flame type situation or a Fourth Wing type situation. I think it's going to be really good, and I'm very excited about it. Okay, let's wrap this up with one of the series that I think I'm actually going to enjoy quite a bit as well this year. This one is, of course, the much beloved Illuminae series from, I think this came out back in like 2015, maybe? This one's been around for quite some time. I know this is a mixed media type of story following people in space. They're at war with a planet, their exes forcing to communicate and escape onto an evacuating fleet. There's a deadly plague. Yeah, I think this one's gonna actually be really good. I love the mixed media version of this. I think it's gonna be really fun. And then of course it continues on to Gemini and Obsidio. So chunky books, but I think they'll be pretty quick reads given the mixed media version of it. And if there's audiobooks of this, I'm hoping that will be an option as well to read through and hopefully get some fun aspects from the audiobooks. I'm excited. All right, friends. So like I said, this combined with pretty much all of the series that I listed off in my 25 series that I wanted to read from last year, it's going to be a busy reading year. I'm excited. I've got a lot of books that I want to get through this year, clearly. And now my shelves look completely destroyed with all of the books that I'm now scattering across the floor. But yeah, other than that, if there's any other series you guys want to see me read that you've seen on my shelves that I haven't talked about, haven't spoken about, let me know down in the comments below. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a really good reading year. I just have a good feeling about 2026. It's going to be a good one. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to see more of my face, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!